Hey guys, okay. So now let's do the next type of decrease. This is where we're going to, okay, first you knit the first one. All right. Now, this is the one I actually prefer. Instead of the slip slip knit, I prefer knitting through the back loops. So you knit two together through the back loops. All right. I prefer this way. It's more comfortable for me. It's what I'm used to. Because remember, I prefer to knit through the back loop. So work your way all the way down to the last 3 stitches. Okay, you know the drill. Last 3 stitches, we want the left side of the...
Go back a little bit.
No, just leave it alone. The left side of the triangle. So we're going to knit the last two, those two together, and then knit through the last loop through the back leg. That helps keep that edge nice and tidy. Now turn it around, do it again. Remember, knit, purl across all the way to the last stitch, knit your last stitch. Okay, now you're back where I'm at. You're looking this way at the work. Let's look at that one again. Okay, knit your first loop. Okay. Okay, now these next 2 stitches, put your needle through the back loop of both of them. Okay, and make sure you get just them and not the stitch below. I actually like to do it this way. Come in this way and then swing underneath, just to make sure that I'm in the right position. Then put your yarn across, all right, and pull it through. You have now decreased 1 stitch. All right, work across to the last 3 rows, knit 2 stitches together, knit through the back loop. Okay, I've forgotten how many times I've showed you the other one. Okay, now it's time to show you the modified, the new version of the slip slit knit. It's supposed to be better. It's supposed to lay a little bit flatter to the body of what you're doing. The cool thing about doing washcloths is if you make a mistake, it's no huge deal. You knit purlwise, or you pass knitwise. Blah. Okay, so this is a modified slip slip knit, slip slip stitch. Okay, you pass it knitwise. The next one you pass it purlwise. Okay, then you put both stitches back on your left needle, and then you simply knit through. You simply knit through as normal. Okay, and then pass those 2 stitches off your needle. All right, now finish knitting the rest of the way down to the last 3. Knit your last 2 together, knit your last 1 through the back loop. Okay, you guys are back in front of me again. Now I went ahead and did the purl row 2. Remember, that's knit, purl across, and then knit. Okay, now we're on the front side again. All right, so we're going to do that modified slip slip knit again. The fun thing is it's written as SSK. All right, but it's not the way that it sounds. It sounds as if you're going to slip 2 and then knit, and you're not. Well, you are, but you're not. You're not knitting the next stitch. You're knitting the 2 that you slipped together. Okay, make sure you catch all that yarn. Okay, then yarn over your needle and pull it through. All right. Then finish up this row. Do the second side the way that you would normally do, and we'll be back. Okay, so eventually you're going to come down to this situation, all right, where you're going to end up with 5 stitches. Okay, now what do? You know you knit this one, you do this one the way that you want for the right side of your triangle, all right, and then these are just going to be a simple knit 2 together. Okay, I would actually like to switch this one into the opposite direction so that it's still knitting wacky, but we'll get to that here in a second. Okay, so I would pass this one purlwise and then pass this one knitwise and then knit them both together. Really? And then I'm having troubles. Okay, and then knit them together, and that will still give you that left, or that right leaning, or that left side of the triangle, and it'll twist that last stitch so it doesn't puff out. Okay, last row of purls. Oh no, I just noticed that I ran over, so I'm going to have to split this into part 1 and part 2. Okay, there it is, guys. That's it. It's done. Wow, look at that. I just did a simple bind off at the very end. And you'll notice that, yes, I made some mistakes as well. I split my threads. I dropped some funky stitches. I picked up some funky stitches. That's the cool thing about a washcloth. As long as it's just the practice one and you're not planning on giving it as a gift, or even if you are, if you're making this for your mom, trust me, she won't care if there's holes in there or not. You should have seen some of the washcloths my daughters gave me when they were growing up. I had one where my daughter completely took and left this big old hole right here, and I still found a use for it. Okay? Remember, the holes are from the ladder pickup. Okay? And yeah, so that's it, guys. Washcloth number 2 done and out of the way. This is a perfect one for if you are using scraps. Okay, now you want to use like with like. If you have all wool, if you're either going to use all wool, all cotton, all wool blend, you don't want to mix them up. Okay, because the cotton can go through the wash. Some wool can go through the wash, some can't. If it's superwash wool, it can, because it's been treated a certain way. Okay, regular wool will felt and it'll shrink on you. Okay, and then there's the wool blends, which I suppose you could technically use with the cotton, but you want to pretty much keep it the same. Okay, but you can change the colors as you're going through. This is a variegated yarn. It came with different colors already in it. That's what these little specks are. Okay. I left a really long tail on here because I am going to crochet in or you know what, let's just tie a loop in here. I really prefer loops so that I can hang them to dry them when I am done using them. Okay, so that way I'm not having to worry about, is there room on the little hump between the 2 sinks? Can I hang it over the faucet? This one's actually a little too small for that. Can I, where can I put it? This way I've got a little hook. I will cut this off. Chances are I will put another, you know what, let's just put another loop on this end. That way I don't have to worry about making sure that I grab the proper side. Okay? If you have kids who drool a lot, you can do a burp rag like this. Okay. Put it on the button on your smock or your shirt, and you don't have to worry about losing it. You can use it as a spit up rag, whatever. A drool rag, actually, is what I used to use mine for. So that's it, guys. We're done. Remember, this is going to be part 1 and part 2. All right? So, one more in the knitting, and we're going to talk about patterns. My only issue is this doesn't focus very well. So I'm going to have to think about how we're going to do this. See you later. Bye-bye. Remember, it's National Craft Month. Okay? Go. Knit some washcloths. Hey, look, you got birthday presents, wedding presents, Christmas presents, baby shower gifts. You've got a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. That just brought in a whole bunch of other ideas in my head. Talk to you all later.